You've been waiting, praying, asking God when it will finally happen. That moment when everything starts to make sense, when the pain, the silence, and the long nights begin to show their purpose. Maybe you've been holding on to a promise that feels delayed. You've watched others receive theirs while you're still here, wondering, "Lord, did you forget me?" But deep down, you know something is shifting. You can feel it. And this message is your confirmation. Your waiting season is about to end in a miracle. Before we go deeper, I want you to write one word in the comments that describes your current season: waiting, believing, tired, or even ready. Your words are not just comments, they are faith declarations. And if this speaks to your heart already, subscribe right now and check the playlist in the description titled God's Confirmation and Purpose for the Chosen One. Because this journey doesn't end here. It's a spiritual series meant for those who feel called yet forgotten. Now listen carefully. God's silence is never absence. His delay is not denial. He often allows waiting to shape your heart before He releases what's promised. Remember what Isaiah 40:31 says, "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles." Do you know why He said eagles? Because eagles don't rush storms. They rise above them. You've been in a season that tested everything about you. Your patience, your faith, your peace. And it wasn't by accident. God was stripping away what couldn't survive in your next season. Sometimes, before He blesses you publicly, He has to build you privately. That's why people walked away. That's why doors closed even when you prayed for them to open. It's because where He's taking you, not everyone can go. And what He's preparing for you, not everyone can handle. Let me tell you this. If you've been overlooked, it's because God hid you on purpose. You're not forgotten. You're being positioned. He's been aligning the right opportunities, the right timing, the right people. Everything is being arranged in silence. Psalm 37:7 says, "Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him." Rest, because when the time is right, what you've been praying for will find you. You won't have to chase it, force it, or beg for it. It will come to you because it was written for you. Don't lose hope now, because the same God who kept you through this waiting season is about to reward you in ways you didn't expect. He's turning your hidden preparation into a visible miracle. And before this video ends, I'll reveal one powerful sign that your waiting is coming to an end. But for now, I want you to breathe and remind your soul that God is not late. He's just setting the stage for a testimony that will silence your doubt. Write "I'm ready" in the comments if you believe this is your word. Your miracle isn't coming, it's already moving toward you. Sometimes the miracle doesn't show up in the way you expect. It doesn't arrive wrapped in beauty or comfort. It often walks in wearing the clothes of disappointment. But if you look closer, you'll realize what felt like rejection was actually direction. You see, God's miracles often begin with endings. That heartbreak you thought broke you, it was a redirection to something divine. That missed opportunity, a shield from a battle you were never meant to fight. When you cried and said, "Lord, why me?" He whispered, "Because I'm preparing you for something only you can carry." If you're watching this right now, hear this clearly. You haven't been waiting in vain. The tears, the confusion, the waiting, it was all a setup for divine release. Ecclesiastes 3:1 reminds us, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven." Your waiting wasn't wasted. It was preparation time. But here's the mystery. Before a door opens in the physical, it's already opened in the spiritual. That's why lately your spirit has felt uneasy. You've been sensing something is about to shift, even when you can't explain it. That's God stirring your spirit because the miracle is already in motion. Pause for a second. Think about it. How many times did you almost give up? How many nights did you pray, not realizing angels were already dispatched on your behalf? Sometimes God allows the waiting to test your consistency, to see if you'll still trust Him when you can't trace Him. And this is where most people give up, right before the miracle breaks forth. But you've held on. You've kept believing even when it hurt. You've chosen faith over fear, even when the silence was deafening. That's why this message found you today. The Lord says in Habakkuk 2:3, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come." This is your appointed time. The vision is about to speak. The promises you've been holding on to are about to manifest before your eyes. But here's what I want you to understand. When your miracle begins, it won't make sense to everyone. People will question how it happened so suddenly. They'll wonder how you went from overlooked to chosen, from forgotten to favored. And you'll simply say, "It was God. He did it when I least expected it."
Before I reveal the final prophetic sign in the next part, take a moment to connect spiritually. If you're still waiting on your promise, drop one word in the comments: faith. Because when you type it, you're declaring that you're still standing, still believing, still expecting. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and visit the playlist in the description, God's Confirmation and Purpose for the Chosen One. It's where you'll find deeper teachings to strengthen your spirit and remind you that waiting doesn't mean forgotten. Your miracle is closer than it looks. God is aligning divine helpers, opportunities, and breakthroughs even as you listen. But before He releases it, He needs your heart in full surrender. Not half faith, not partial trust, complete surrender, because miracles are born in hearts that fully yield. Stay with me, because in the next part, I'll show you the final sign that your waiting season has ended and your miracle is about to manifest suddenly. Write, "It's my time" in the comments if your spirit feels this word. When God is about to move, everything around you starts to shift. People you thought would stay suddenly drift away. Opportunities you were counting on seem to collapse. The atmosphere feels tense, quiet, uncertain. But don't mistake the shaking for rejection. It's alignment. Before a seed breaks the soil, the ground must first be disturbed. That's what's happening in your life right now. God is disturbing everything that's not rooted in His promise so that what He planted can finally grow. The waiting season isn't punishment, it's preparation for divine manifestation. You've cried in silence, you've questioned yourself, you've asked, "Lord, how much longer?" And heaven heard every word. Psalm 126:5 says, "They that sow in tears shall reap in joy." That's not just a verse, it's a prophetic declaration over your life. Every tear was a seed, every prayer was water, and now the harvest is ready. Here's the sign that your waiting season is ending. God begins to bring unexpected clarity. Doors you never noticed before start opening. People come back into your life with divine purpose. You start to feel peace about things that used to drain you. That's not coincidence. That's the first breath of your miracle. Listen carefully. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to force it. When God's timing arrives, everything aligns effortlessly. It will feel like everything that was once delayed suddenly falls into place overnight. That's how God works. Quiet buildup, sudden release. This is the hour when hidden prayers become visible testimonies. This is the season when what you lost will return multiplied. And this time, it won't slip away. Because you've been refined in the waiting. You've learned faith through silence, strength through surrender, and wisdom through pain. If this message is reaching you right now, I need you to type one word in the comments: miracle. That's your confirmation that you're stepping into a new season. Don't scroll away without declaring it. Words carry power. Faith needs to be spoken. And before you go, hear this. The waiting was not wasted time. It was training time. God didn't delay your blessing. He delayed your exposure until you were mature enough to handle it. And now, your story will be proof that patience was never a mistake. Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God." That means even the heartbreaks, the losses, the loneliness, all of it has been working together for your good. You're about to step into a testimony that will silence every doubt, every fear, every voice that said you were forgotten. So here's what I want you to do. Stay expectant, keep your faith alive, and don't stop here. Watch the next message in the playlist, God's confirmation and purpose for the chosen one. Because what God is doing in your life right now is just the beginning. If this word has touched your heart, subscribe and share it with someone who's been waiting too long. Because when your miracle happens, and it will, it'll remind the world that waiting on God is never in vain. Your season of waiting has ended. Your miracle has begun. Type "It has begun" in the comments if you receive this.